Now it was time for my last full day in Kaohsiung and in Taiwan. And I was really disappointed because I didn't go in the other side of the island. I just stayed with their big city. I did like I did on my trip last year in Morocco and Spain. I didn't travel in the countryside because I'm afraid. But I really wanted to see the city on the other side, and I really wanted to ride a train in the mountain. So I took my courage and I went to the train station and I tried to order a ticket for 9 o'clock to go to Taitung. And the train was full. And I was discouraged. I was like very disappointed of myself. I said to myself, oh, it's not true. You have to go. You want to go. So I was hesitating, and finally at 10:30 I decided to take another ticket to go to Taiwan. And I decided to take that ticket that would give me a ride of 3 hours of train, arriving there at 1:30 p.m. and I would have to return at 3:30 p.m. So I just have 2 hours to visit that city. It seems silly for you, but I will tell you that the city was not important to me. The ride in the train was. And I was not disappointed. I really liked that train ride. I took pictures. Well, the pictures are not that good because I'm in a train. But yeah, there was another guy beside me that was doing a lot of strange noise as well. It was a bit disturbing, but I managed to take some really weird picture. And this is a picture of rivers. And then you can wonder, it's river, but where is the water? Well, what I understood is that we are not in a rainy season there, so there's not a lot of water in the river. But when it's raining, look, this is like a big mountain everywhere. So if it's raining, the water is going down and it creates a big river. But that was not the case. So I arrived in Taitung, and now that's where the fun was. So what did I do in that 2 hours in Taitung? Well, I had a map and it was written that there was an archaeological site, but it was Monday, and in Monday everything is closed, so I was a bit not lucky. So I told myself, well, there's a beach there, they say in the book that it's a really nice place, so why not going there? There's a lot of taxi, and because this is a very popular place, there will be a lot of taxi to just get me back. So I took a taxi and I went there, and when I arrived I realized it would be a little bit more difficult to come back because there were no taxi. So at the beginning it was not that big deal. I said maybe there's gonna be a taxi just a little bit farther there. And so I walked and I took some picture, very beautiful picture, but I was always a bit stressed because I don't have a lot of time, and it was like 6 kilometers to go there, and unless I walk very fast, which I can, I will not arrive on time. So after like 20 minutes of taking picture, it was already time for me to find a taxi. And you know, when you find a taxi, when you want to find a taxi, I mean, when you don't want to find a taxi, there's taxi everywhere. When you want to find a taxi, there's no taxi. I walked in that city, and yes, of course, I saw a taxi, like, but it was gone. And finally, after 30 minutes of looking for a taxi, I found one. I arrived, and I wanted to talk to the guy. I say, I want to go to the train station, and train station, and what I think, like a train is 火车, and station is 站. So 火车站. And the guy was not understanding anything. It's maybe like if someone was visiting here would say like, train station. Well, I will not understand anything too. But the guy, finally, I showed the map. I say, I want to go there. And then say, oh, it's gonna cost 200 Taiwanese dollar. And I remember, I hope it's real 200 Taiwanese dollar, not like 1,000 like last time. But I knew the distances, so it doesn't make a big deal. So it was 200 finally. And I gave a little bit more money because I was so happy to be able to return to the train station alive. I was so ready when I arrived at the station that I decided to buy chips. And I said, I'm gonna eat chips in the train for the return. It's gonna be so fun. So I bought 3 bags of chips, and then I went in the train, and then the train just departed, and yeah, that was like a slow train now. But that's not what happened. What happened is that at the second station, like 10 minutes after, a lady with her kid just sat beside me. And then I wanted to eat chips, but I remember when I was a kid, and I remember when someone was just eating chips in my face, how I was feeling. So I was a bit shy of eating my chips that I paid, that I have all the right to have and to eat. And just on the top of that, the mother seemed like very, very tired. Like just my kid is very disturbing and I don't know what to do with it. So now, as soon as I took my bag, look what he did. And at a certain moment, the kid was like sleeping, like this. And as soon as I touched my bag, so I just put the bag in my bag and I didn't eat chips for the whole night. So that's it. That was my travel to Taiwan. I probably have missed a lot of details, and I have not mentioned during my speech how nice the Taiwanese people were, but that's the fact. The people were very nice, very polite, and I really appreciate the travel. I'm not a big traveler, so I was quite happy to return home finally. I remember at the Taipei airport, because I had to go back there by the train, and when I was waiting at the gate, there was a kid there, screaming, crying, and I told myself, oh, this kid's gonna be in our plane. Yes, this kid was in the plane for 3 hours, the kid just cried, and it was like hell. It was just, welcome to Canada.